Hello guys, I recently acquired a 2014 California Special Mustang. It's got 13,000 miles on it. When I got it, it had never had any modifications. It was like a new car, literally. It did have some rear end noise, so I took it to the dealership and they rebuilt the rear end under warranty. I believe it still has a few days of warranty left. I've never modified a car, especially a new one, before, or newer one. But I always wanted to put a supercharger on a car, and as you can see, that's what I've done here. For the first modification to this car, I got the Vortech V-3 blower and installed it myself. I took some video along the way, and then towards the end, about the time the intercooler started to go on, I just finished it and didn't video anything after that. But I'll roll in the videos here. And I had to rip all this stuff off of it. And I'm putting all that stuff on. So I thought maybe I'd just get a little bit of a video, just maybe even for me. But if you know what this is, a completely bone stock before I started, and you noticed I'm into it now, so no turning back. I have an automatic transmission car, and putting this kit in is a little bit extra, I guess you want to say, for an auto. First of all, the instructions have been good so far, up until the point where it tells you to take this fan shroud out. They're following right along, and then I noticed those lines right there in that bracket were attached right there. So I was like, well, that's kind of weird. And it's because I have an automatic that was like that. Now, automatic has extra page of directions right here where you have to reroute these lines. Well, it kind of frustrated me for a second. This here was covering this part, so I couldn't reach them from here. You can see the two lines. One is right there, and the other one is right there. And as far as crimping those stepless clamps, I did my best. I am a mechanic, but I do not work on cars, if that makes any sense. I'm an aircraft mechanic, and they don't have those cheesy ass clamps on corporate jets. So anyway, these used to route with that middle line down through here, and now they're routing right behind that orange or red thing. I put that on there for shade protection. I had that in my own toolbox from an old job, so I was getting ready to take this all out, which is not in the directions because I was getting frustrated, but turns out it wasn't necessary. I'll let you know if I run into anything else. But another little thing, the instructions call for you to pull this little clip out of that hole, and be careful because your supercharger is going to bolt in there. Don't break that clip. Well, that clip is broken. That's how it's supposed to look. There's how mine looks. So of course there's a piece of plastic in there, and I had to try to get out. As soon as I tried, it slid all the way to the back, and I'm like, well, I'll just add a washer to that bolt. I did finally figure something out. I screwed a PK or wood screw in there into the plastic and then pulled it out. I got quite a bit of it out like that. I think I got it all. Be careful, because that really put me back at like 4 hours, because I was trying to pick at it. I was all stressed out and tired, so beware of that part. I got my tank in place. That's a coolant tank. I ordered a aluminum one, so that's just for mock-up purposes. The aluminum one is supposed to be better. The fill cap doesn't get covered by the strut, and it's supposed to be more reliable, so I'll wait before I fill it with coolant. I'll wait till that to show up. I got that from JPC. And also I'm supposed to get a bunch of intercooler slash air, T-nut clamps. Anyway, I got the supercharger mounted up, torqued, throttle body, spacer, and throttle body on. That's a shitty design. They got a spacer, but man, is it tight up in there. It's smacked. So I put some little chafe strip in there because it's hitting hard. I didn't mess with my PVC or PCV, whatever, tubes yet. I'm thinking about just putting vents on it and calling it good. So that's where it stands right now. A lot of work. Got my fan cut. Oh, that's next. Okay, here's the update. I changed the fuel injectors. The new ones are shorter, so you got new spacers. And hardware, they sent me the wrong hardware, so I called Vortech, excuse me. They're supposed to be sending me the good shit, and I'll be waiting on that. I just kind of threw this up there. It's not the outlet tube, or excuse me, the inlet tube needs to be ran. I'm waiting on my good clamps, so you can see that that's just in place without clamps. I ordered gearbox crankcase vents, so I don't have to run the PVC hose. Shit, I'm tired as hell. I got the intercooler up there. It's just center, left or right, man. I don't know. That's as good as I can get it. It's got that nice embossed Vortech on there, but you'll never see. My pile of parts is getting smaller. The trash can is getting bigger. So far, there's all the shit I had to cut off my like new car. There's all the shit I gotta put on once I get my upgraded clamps. All this stuff here is just the stuff that came off the car. This is what I really actually have to install for the supercharger. That and I think one more line for my automatic transmission that manual people don't have to worry about. Alright. It really looks slick on this. I like the way it looks a lot better than the Pro Charger. I thought when I got this I got the kit that comes with the tuner, the fuel injectors. Basically it says everything you need to make your Mustang roar or whatever. So I thought I could bolt this on, load the tune, and drive it around, and being gentle with it until I got it to a dyno and had a proper tune done. Also planning on getting some different exhausts and stuff before I went to the dyno. But first I have to find one. So anyway, I got the kit on. I went to do the tune, and the tune wouldn't take. It wouldn't even start. And the problem here is that it's an automatic. So if you're gonna try to do the tune from Vortech, don't try it on an automatic. It doesn't work. I called American Muscle, and they helped me out as much as they could. They can't help me with the tune, but they could compensate me for the money I wasted getting the version that comes with the tune. So I'm happy with American Muscle. Instructions for the kit were fairly good. With an automatic, you do have to modify some extra stuff, and the parts were here for the most part. The bolts for my fuel injector rails were incorrect. They said they were going to send them to me and they'd be here by this weekend, and they are not. They'll be here next Tuesday, but it's not a big deal. Those are just the 4 bolts that hold the fuel injector rails on. I went to a local store and got some that would fit. I'll swap them out for the legit ones when they get here. But anyway, right now this car has no tune, so I can't start it. I'm working with Lund Racing to get a tune, and that's going to run me about an extra $550, or it has already. I'm getting a VMP booster pump, and that will be that. Also notice the JPC coolant tank, that stands for Justin's Performance Center. I got that, and then the upgraded T-nut clamps. See those clamps there are a lot better than Vortech just supplies you with these worm clamps like is on the air intake hose or tube or duct or whatever you want to call it. You can see I got the breather, crankcase breathers from JPC. They were super awesome. They sent me that tank, the breathers, and the T-nut clamp upgrade. They shipped them out right away for me and got them here so I could put the car together on my weekend off. Awesome. Awesome guys to deal with. You see that line right there? Let's see, right there. That is because it's an automatic. Even with the breathers and the lack of the PVC or PCV hoses, I still need to tap that vacuum for the automatic transmission. So that's what that is. That's going down to the bottom of my intake tube. So anyway, let me roll in these videos of the process. If you have any questions, let me know. The reason I'm posting this is in case you're about to do this kit or one like it, you can maybe ask me a question. I know there's a guy on here, he's got a red saline, I think he's a Marine out in San Diego or something, but his videos were helpful, so that's one of the reasons why I'm posting this. Later.